Imagine declaring war on another country, sending your entire navy across the ocean, and having the whole thing be completely over before lunch. Not weeks, not days, not even hours. 38 minutes. That is the shortest war in recorded human history. And the story behind it is stranger than any fiction. The year was 1896. The place, Zanzibar, a small island nation off the coast of East Africa. At the time, Zanzibar was a British protectorate, meaning Britain had enormous control over who ruled the island and how it was governed. On August 25th, the pro-British Sultan of Zanzibar, Hamad bin Thuwaini, suddenly died. And within hours, his cousin Khalid bin Bargash seized the palace and declared himself the new Sultan, without British approval. Britain was not happy. The British consul sent Khalid a simple message: step down by 9 a.m. on August 27th or face the consequences. Khalid refused. Instead, he gathered his forces, around 2,800 soldiers, loyal palace guards and servants. He positioned a few old cannons around the palace. He even had one ancient royal yacht armed with a small gun. He genuinely believed he could fight the British Empire. On the morning of August 27th in 1896, the British assembled 5 warships in the harbor loaded with hundreds of sailors and marines and waited. 9 a.m. came. Khalid did not step down. At exactly 9:02 a.m., the British opened fire. What followed was not a battle. It was a demolition. The British ships destroyed the palace cannons within minutes. Khalid's royal yacht was sunk almost immediately. The palace itself was set on fire. Khalid's 2,800 men had no answer for the firepower being unleashed on them. By 9:40 a.m., it was all over. 38 minutes after it began, Khalid's forces surrendered. Around 500 of his men were killed or wounded. Not a single British soldier died. Khalid himself fled the burning palace and ran straight to the German consulate, where he claimed asylum. He lived in exile for years before eventually being captured and exiled to St. Helena, the same island where Napoleon had died decades earlier. The new Sultan, approved by Britain, was installed within hours. And just like that, the shortest war in history was over before most people had finished their morning tea. But here's what makes this story truly fascinating. Khalid wasn't stupid. He knew the odds. He knew Britain was the most powerful empire on earth. So why did he fight? Historians believe he gambled that Britain wouldn't actually pull the trigger, that it was all a bluff, that the international community would step in, that something would save him. He was wrong, and it cost him everything in 38 minutes. The Anglo-Zanzibar War remains one of the most remarkable events in military history, not because of its scale, but because of what it teaches us about power, pride, and the terrible cost of miscalculation. Some battles are lost before the first shot is ever fired. If you found that fascinating, subscribe for more untold history stories, because history is always stranger than fiction.